So this is the new GPS heads-up display. It actually tells time, voltage, direction. There's other fun things like quarter-mile time and brake test. But I needed a GPS speed-based unit because the golf cart doesn't have a working speedometer. So I'd seen other options that were $200, and this one was only $40. So I figured I would try it out and see how it goes. So what you have here, this is the unit, and then on the back, there's the micro USB port. There's a day, night sensor there, and then this is how you toggle through the various features, left, right, and then there's an accept button. It does use a micro USB and a cigarette lighter adapter, but you can simply cut this off, and then there's a red and black wire, so it is a 12-volt input. There's a little booklet here with instructions, and each one of the displays, you can have as many as 6 up there with 6 different informations. You can adjust the color and where they sit on the display. So the next video will be me driving it in the car and calibrating it. You can adjust the speed, so if it's off a little bit, you can go up or down in it. So we'll be back in the car. So here's my heads-up GPS speedometer, multifunction gauge. I wanted to just take it for a little calibration and see how accurate the speed is. And so far so good. It looks like it lags behind just a microsecond, but it's good enough for me. This is the speed I'll probably most likely be using it in. It's within one mile an hour or so. You can actually adjust it up or down to calibrate it, but it looks like it's good enough for me, is what I'll call a win. And I'll be back with okay, we got the GPS speedo mounted in the car. It's working perfectly, and this is what I did. I just simply loosened up the mirror mount and made this L-shaped aluminum bracket and ran the cable through here and down into the car, and it seems to be working perfect. I chose this location because I saw some of the reviews were saying that brightness was kind of an issue. So I figured if it was mounted up high, everyone in the car could see it. And sun or brightness, this is probably the darkest part of the car in the 12 noon. So let's take a ride. She's chugging away. That's pretty nice. I simply ran the wire down into the USB port. It actually takes 12 volts, so any 12 volt source you find, you can tap right into it, and you're good to go. So I will report back. Okay, I wanted to take the time to go through some of the features. On the back of the unit back here, there's a little toggle button and an accept, and you can change all 3 of these: speed, time, and direction. So we'll toggle through the various modes. Okay, so RTC is telling us their time, or it'll say GPS. That's the satellite it's tuned into. Time, that's obviously a timer. You can start it right here and stop it. Let's go back to the main mode here where we have all of our features up there. Okay, so again, you can toggle, this is your distance, ACL, that is your elevation. We're at 577 feet here at Lake Tulloch. Here's your voltage of where the car is plugged into, that's the cigarette port. Direction, that would be your compass. RTC is your time, and GPS, again, that's the satellite we're tuned into. And then you can put each one of these things, like you could put time over here or direction over here, and change all 3 colors of these things, or leave them, I have them all white. So and then it actually has we'll go to like the calibration mode here. I think we'll just hold in here, and these are the different settings that you can do. So you can adjust all these things. This is the speed adjust. So if you find that it isn't calibrated quite right, you can adjust up and down. And these are the different colors of the color. One would be the main display, which is the speed, and then the 2 auxiliary displays. So you can change all those and the brightness. There's also a you can change the sleep voltage, which is basically if you plug this into a constant. This one's working off of a key, so it doesn't matter. But sometimes people plug into a constant, and you could say, hey, at about 11.9 volts or 12 volts or whatever you think your car is sleeping at, or your voltage is off at, you can adjust that. Time adjust, factory set. So and then we can go back into the main mode by just holding the back of it, and here we are. So that's my run through the menu on things. Hey there, I wanted to report back on my heads up GPS speedo, the $40 Amazon speedo that we installed in the gem car, and I give it 2 thumbs up. Out of the 50 odd times I've used it in the last 3 weeks, it's only glitched once or twice. And when I say glitched, it hasn't reported the speed, and I simply turn the car off and turn it back on, and I guess it reset, and it works just fine. I don't know if it didn't pick up a satellite when it was parked in the garage, and if it would have eventually come on, but I just like I said, cycled it, and it's working perfect. So I would say for the money and the ease of installation, I recommend it and give it 2 thumbs up. So carry on.